Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another weekly update on the Tigard Oregon real estate market. This update will cover the last 8 weeks of market activity, ending this past Sunday, October 9th. So I'm going to share my screen with you now and go through the info with you. So start off looking at active listing activity. Last week I showed we had 34 new listings in Tigard. You can kind of see that's been pretty darn steady here over the past 3 weeks now. And ended the week with 203 listings in total as of the end of the week. And you can kind of see that is a high. Kind of broke the 200 barrier here for over the last 8 weeks here. It's been quite some time since we've had, I think, 203 listings in Tigard on the market at one time. So the median list price and days on market for the active listings, you can kind of see where that has been. Started at 665. And held pretty steady there. The last 3 weeks now, it's been right at 650, so it has come down a bit. And then days on market, a little bit of a roller coaster ride here, but started off at 27, got up to 33, then down to 22. Last reading was 27 days of average market time in Tigard. Moving along to pending sales. This last week, I showed we had 14 new properties go pending this last week. It is a slight low for the past 8 weeks, as you can kind of see here, and a bit of a drop from the prior 3 weeks. End of the week with 116 homes in pending status, and you can again kind of see that has been on the decline here for the past 8 weeks. Had a high of 152 8 weeks back. And again, down to 116 this last week. The median price and days on market for those pendings, you can kind of see where that has gone, just right around 600,000, bumped up to 625 for about 3 weeks. And then last few weeks, it's been kind of coming down, hitting a low this last week of 575 for the most recent amount of pendings. And then days on market been increasing, started off at 15. Been steadily increasing. This last week kind of came in at 26 days of average market time for the homes that have gone into contract and are now pending. And then lastly, we'll look at the sold listing activity. So as of the time I put the info together, I show we had 21 homes go from pending to sold this last week in Tigard. That is a slight low you can kind of see for the prior 8 weeks here. And if I look 4 weeks back, kind of on a weekly basis, the last reading is 103 homes that closed over the prior 4 weeks. Again, that is a low for the 8 weeks, and not a ton of variability here. I mean, the high was 115 here about 5 or 6 weeks back, but again, nonetheless, it is kind of slowly decreasing here, down to 103 this last week. Median sold price and days on market. That had come down. It started out at 619 and dropped clear down to 580. Has recovered here a bit. This last week kind of came in at 610,000 was the median price for the most recent amount of listings. Sold listings. And then the days on market, after being at a low of 9 for about 3 weeks, has been on the rise. This last week kind of came in at 19 days of average market time for the solds. And then finally, we'll look at the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the OLP or original list price. Red bars is that weeks of inventory figure. So we got down to a low of about 5 weeks of inventory, about 6 weeks back. Has been rising, as you can kind of see, over the past 5 or 6 weeks now, hitting just under 8 weeks of inventory is the latest reading. So just about 2 months worth of inventory in the Tigard market. And then the sale price is the percent of the original list price. You can kind of see where that has traveled. We were at just over full list price here, just about 7, 8 weeks back, and it has been kind of coming down. Last 3 weeks has been right around that 98% mark or so. So about 2% discount or so off of lists. So definitely seeing more price reductions hitting the market for sure. Than what we'd seen earlier in the summer and spring. and a little higher inventory amount. So definitely as far as inventory goes, seller's market, I would say, but cooling significantly seller's market, and buyers are gaining some negotiating ground, with lower prices and being able to negotiate a little harder on price and terms on their transactions. So that's the update for this week. I hope it's been helpful to you. As always, if I can answer any questions or be of any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. My number is 503-680-2065. Please share any likes, comments, and shares that you have with me. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to my channel. It's a great way for you to follow along and keep up to date on what's happening in your local market. So as always, I really appreciate you tuning in and watching. Hope you have a great day and week ahead, and we will see you on the next video.